actually
Loves ice cream.
regarding ice cream. We had this guy came around about an hour ago, and he had a little megaphone thing, okay, in a little rowboat thing, selling ice cream. That's what he was doing. Had this ice cream bucket in there, and there were kids, because kids just love playing in the water, right? So they didn't get down, right? So here they're going up to their waists in the water to get their ice cream off this guy in the boat. And I said to our granddaughter, "You're not going out there." She said, "Yes, I am." I said, "Oh, okay, all right." She said, "It's okay, Grandpa. I'll just wear my old clothes." I said, "All right, okay."
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was only about 30 minutes ago.
Hello, ladies. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Pat. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning, Brenda.
Good evening.
Good morning, Brenda.
Yes, it's good evening where some of you are. My apologies. It's morning, afternoon, and evening.
Good day.
Yes, that's
there
easy.
You go.
Actually, I've just got a message from Anthony Pacelli. We're doing a lot of hurricane prep, which is due to make landfall today. Lots to do. My apologies, okay? Please give my best wishes to all. So
I agree. I'm in the same position.
yeah, I was thinking about you, Yvonne. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm heading your way too.
I was thinking about you, Pat. Where are you?
I'm about 8 miles from borderline of North Carolina.
You might want to stay there for a while until you see what this hurricane is doing.
Yeah, I've been watching. I'm okay for a little while.
Yeah, it's going to get wet up there too.
I know. Starting Friday. Hey, you guys want to hear something? What happened last night?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course we do.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I was sleeping at this church in the back, and all of a sudden I felt something sniffing on me, and I woke up and turned around. There's a big black bear.
Oh my!
No way.
Really?
I went, I've been looking for a bear ever since I left, and I finally met one eye to eye.
What was the behavior of the bear?
He was sniffing, but when I jumped up, he took off running.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't startle him. Glad it's not a mother that maybe had a young.
No, he was about he wasn't big. He was about a medium-sized bear.
Mm.
You sure it wasn't a dream, Pat?
No, big.
Yeah, they're all big to me. Saw that face and just ran.
Of course, they all do.
Oh, Pat, what a trip.
Have we lost Peter?
It has been a trip. It's been a great trip so far.
I think we've lost Peter.
Fantastic. Yeah, we did.
Brenda, are we recording? Yes, it does say recording.
Yes. Well, we were.
It still
I
says
believe it
it.
still is. Well, okay. We just don't need Peter, I guess.
Why don't we just start going through how we normally do it, and Peter can catch up with us when he can. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me. Because I don't know when my paw may go.
Pat Dreyer, why don't we start with you?
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Pat Dreyer, and I'm in Arizona, the Grand Canyon state in the United States. And I'm in network marketing with My Daily Choice, and I help people who want to make money like right now. And in today's environment, there's so many people are stuck and uncertain about their future. So when I find people that want to make money, I just show them how to make money. It's something anybody can do just by following a proven, documented system. And it's such a simple process that I can actually draw it out on a napkin for you. But unfortunately, most people won't even participate in their own rescue. They let their ego get in the way. They overthink. They complicate everything. They have one excuse after another, and it just holds them back. So if you're motivated and you're willing to unlearn what you know about making money and learn a new way, we can show you the simple steps to success. Just reach out, and I'll show you everything. Thank you, John. Peter?
Pat, question for you. Do you think the
Yes, sir.
simplicity is what causes a lot of people to overlook it?
Well, belief. They don't believe it can be that simple, obviously. And then they won't do what needs to be done because it's kind of like master the mundane, if you will, because it's so simple that you just have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And you have to do it a lot of times when you're in network marketing. How do we let them in? Does anybody have control?
No, he's got it. The big thing,
He
Pat,
should just be able to come in.
yeah, the big thing with
Peter
a lot
should.
of people,
Yeah.
with a lot
Yeah,
of
it's his,
people,
it's his room, so he should just be able to come back in.
the biggest thing with a lot of people is we overcomplicate things. You know, it's human nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we make a decision. We get this great idea. We make a decision to do it. And then we hesitate. And in that small hesitation, our paradigm comes in and just tells us to stay stuck right where we are. And the universe listens to that. And if the opportunity goes by.
Sorry, everybody.
We were starting without you.
Welcome back.
We didn't miss you at all. It's okay.
Thanks, Fred. I love you too. I guess I'm lucky to be online at all because it's literally pelting down outside there. Anyway.
So in spite of the flood, you're getting rain too, huh?
Oh, it's been rain all day for 5 days, Pat.
Oh, that would explain the reason why the dam broke then.
Yeah. Monica, nice to see you. Gav.
Hi.
And
Hi.
Brenda, I haven't even said to you.
Hello,
Hello to you.
Monica.
Sorry. Okay. Jessica is just about to join us. Look, I think in the interests of, am I recording? Yeah, I am. In the interest of time, I might get started, okay? Because otherwise, oh, hang on, Ashfin has just joined us as well. Let me just-
Too late, Peter. We already
That
started.
fire's
I've already
already
gone.
started.
Okay,
We already
Guys, I'm
started here.
Clark. I'm heading back to Chicago. So I'm in New York this morning since Monday. So I'm heading back to Chicago in an hour, less than an hour, I think.
okay, bear with me. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 84 of our Your Next Level Mastermind. And our topic for today is building trusted relationships. Before we go any further with that, I'd like to introduce the people, or in fact, have them introduce themselves as to who they are and what sort of things they can do for you. And I want you to make sure you look at the links they leave. They'll be underneath the recording of this video. And it's very important that you reach out to them because they are brilliant at what they do. And as I say every week, you don't know what you don't know. So without any further ado, let me start the introductions by calling on you, Pat Dreyer, followed by John Allen.
Well, thank you, Peter. Hi, everybody. I'm Pat Dreyer, and I'm in Phoenix, Arizona in the United States. We're the Grand Canyon state. And I'm in network marketing with My Daily Choice. And I help people who want to make money, like right now. When I do find people who want to make money, I show them how to make money. Now, it's something that anybody can do by following a proven documented system. And it's such a simple process that I can actually draw it out on a napkin for you. Now, unfortunately, most people won't participate in their own rescue. They let their ego get in the way. They overthink and complicate everything. And they just have one excuse after another. It holds them back. But if you're motivated and you're willing to unlearn what you know about making money and learn a new way with us, I can show you every simple step. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you very much, Pat. John Allen, followed by Brenda.
Hi, everyone. I'm John D. Allen of Allen Small Business Coaching. I specialize in helping small business entrepreneurs solve three of their biggest problems. That's how to attract their ideal prospects, convert those prospects into paying customers or clients, while at the same time filling any short-term financial cash flow gaps they might have, leading to their long-term financial goals. I'm located in southwestern Ontario, Canada, just outside London, the other one without the big bridge and clock. And I deal with anywhere in the world with English-speaking countries. And today I'm just looking for small business owners that just want to talk. Maybe they've got a problem or a challenge and help them solve that. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much, John. And by the way, welcome, Jessica. I should have said that earlier. My sincere apologies. I'll come back to you. Brenda, followed by Andrew Kavanagh.
Hello, everybody. My name is Brenda Sheldrake. I'm in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And I'm the Biz Leads expert. I help busy entrepreneurs to generate more qualified leads for their business through relationship building strategies and courses, and help them to close sales quickly and confidently through my coaching and my lead generation sessions. If you know an entrepreneur who would like a review of their lead generation strategies, that's one of the things that I do. Today I'm looking for experts because I'm creating a series of master classes. I'm looking for people who have an expertise in something that will help an entrepreneur go from surviving to thriving.
Thank you, Brenda. I love that. From surviving to thriving. Andrew Kavanagh, followed by Yvonne Jones.
Hello all, Andrew Kavanagh here from WHYse Choices, tuning in from the Gold Coast without any floods, thankfully, and paradise itself, Queensland, Australia. I'm a business coach and I help frustrated business owners, much like myself, who've got into the latter years of their business life and suddenly realized that perhaps because of events that have taken place that they hadn't planned for, not exactly where they want to be. So I'm able to share with them the challenges that I've faced and overcome, and with the wisdom of those years, be able to help them smoothly get to where they want to be. I do this because I love helping people, and I really feel that just like the ministry, that business coaching is a calling, and I love it when I'm in front of people and love it when I've got people who are committed to making the necessary changes to transform their lives. So much like that I've already heard on the call this evening, looking to be introduced and start a conversation, really get to know whether there is if you like, a togetherness with that person in front of me before we start talking business. And frustrated business owners, perhaps in their 40s and 50s, not where they want to be. Let's start a conversation. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Andrew. And I love your commitment and your mission. Okay, Yvonne Jones, followed by Monica.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yvonne A Jones of 15wisercoaching.com and the 15wiser community on Facebook. I'm a speaker, best-selling author, and customer relations specialist. I'm your trusted guide and mentor in building memorable customer experiences. I specialize in working with mature female entrepreneurs who want to grow a sustainable, lucrative, and enjoyable business, because you have to have fun in your business, or what's the point? And they want to do this from anywhere they are in the world with a computer. So if you struggle with lack of confidence and courage, building strong relationships so that you market less, let's have a conversation. I would love to speak with someone this week who is a professional, but they're thinking about starting a business of their own. Since I walked away from corporate America at the age of 52, I would love to be able to have a conversation with them, to share with them, encourage them in positivity, and help to reinforce their confidence that this is something that they can do. I did it, and so can they. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Peter. And if I lose power, if I disappear, it's because I've lost power. We're having a hurricane here.
If I do the same, it's exactly the same, but we've got not a hurricane. Hang in there, Yvonne, and stay safe. Thank you. Monica, followed by Fred Gillen.
Hello, Peter. Hello, everyone. Am I mute? No.
No, we
My-
can hear you.
Okay. Hi, hello everyone. My name is Monica. I created the concept Coaching Lives by Monica Periade, and I helped over the years professional individual, remarkable professional women that don't enjoy as much their job. They deal with self-doubt, with a low level of self-esteem. They want to create remarkable changes in their lives, and they are ready for that. Also, I help remarkable professional women who deal with a lot of stress, toxicity, being at work or at home. This week, I'm looking for anyone who wants to connect to discuss great idea, bright ideas, or with any professional woman that wants to gain some clarity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Monica. And safe
It's a bit
traveling.
early at my end here, so that's my excuse for
Okay. And safe traveling, because I understand you're flying back to Romania soon. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Safe travel.
Thank you.
Fred Gillen, followed by Ashfin.
Thanks, Peter. Fred Gillen, I'm dialing in from Melbourne. So it's late evening here as well. And I run a business called More Marketing Ideas, and it's a digital agency. And I help small business owners get seen online by optimizing their online profile. And I do that through strategy sessions, and we're offering strategy sessions for the rest of the year because the year is 2022 for $20.22. So if anybody would like a strategy session to find out what's wrong with their online marketing and how we can help them achieve their goals, then reach out and let's have a chat. I also run my own business referral network, which is called Community Networking Project. And I've got some details in the chat about that. And anybody is welcome to come along as my guest at the next meeting, which happens to be at 12 noon Melbourne time tomorrow. So that's me, Fred Gillen, More Marketing Ideas.
Thanks, Fred. And the 2022, is that Australian dollars or US dollars?
US.
Okay, excellent. Ashwin. Ashwin, followed by Jessica.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Can hear you, can't see you, but I can hear you.
Well, here's the thing. I had a beautiful haircut. I shaved, I put my perfume on, everything, nice iron shirt, but my video doesn't work. So you guys are missing a lot right now.
Where you go, Ashwin. Over to you.
So here's how I can help small businesses. Do you have clients that have not come back to use your service or product in the last 2 years? If so, I can help. I can help you to reactivate the past clients to come back to you and even refer other clients. Also, we have a guarantee that if after a month you are not completely happy with our services are free until you are happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwin, very much indeed. Jessica Crooks, followed by Pat Kern.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're hearing me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Right, I am Jessica, based in Jamaica. So my passion is money coaching, where I work to help especially women to find out what their relationship is with money. Why is it that they're always broke or living paycheck to paycheck? Find a way to reach financial freedom so they can better enjoy life. I am also an indexer and a proofreader / editor because I love words. I love working with words. So I help writers and publishing companies to index books and to do whatever proofreading or editing that can be done. And I'm just here learning from the experts, seeing how best to network and to get my businesses out there.
Thank you, Jessica, very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Patrick Kern.
Good morning, everyone here in social media land. My name is Patrick Kern. I'm originally from Beckenham, Washington. At this precise time, I'm in Skefix, Virginia, about ready to head on over to North Carolina. I'm heading into the eye of a storm. That's okay. Been there, done it. I'm a network marketer, and I work and distribute My Daily Choice products, the house of brands. Anybody can do it. It's very simple. You just plug in and go. The Josh and Jenna Swago are so awesome people. They'll help you out, and anybody else who's in My Daily Choice, their friends, families. So I'm looking for somebody who wants to change their lives now and get off the couch and make a little bit of income. Thank you. Have a great day. Pat.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you. You always make me smile. Thank you very much indeed. We've got some apologies before we start the topic for our 84th session. Joy Healy, she's got a major computer problem. I won't go into detail. Joy can't make it. She said she'll be here next week. Penny's at university classes. Penny Kennedy. Carol Davies got Wi-Fi problems. Bonnie Rose Yogish, he's in China at the moment. He was hoping to join us, but he wasn't sure. Tom Petty and Anthony Pacelli, who I mentioned earlier, is having trouble with getting preparations for the hurricane. Before we start the topic, which is, of course, building trusted relationships. I nearly forgot what it was, right? Before we do that, I'll give you a clue. This is free. Go into Google and just Google 123 test, okay? 123 test, and take the personality test. It gives you an idea of who you are as a person and how people may relate and resonate with you. So have a look at that if you can. The other thing is, before we start talking about this, I've got some questions to ask you, and I just want you to think about it, okay? In fact, I'd like you to answer them if you could. Here it is. When you're thinking about trust, if trust was a brand, what brand comes to mind? Just open your mic and let me know. What do you think? If trust is a brand, what brand comes to mind to you in terms of trust only, especially trust?
Honesty.
The brand, the name of the brand.
Oh.
Brand.
Amazon is one that comes to mind because I have confidence that even though they represent thousands of sellers, they take care of you and they want to, excuse me, and they want to know that you're getting the best service. So
Okay.
that's one that comes to mind.
Okay, Amazon's from Yvonne. What else? Anyone else?
I don't think there's too many of them out there today for the way that the industry's getting screwed up.
Yeah,
My Daily Choice.
Yes.
Well said, Pat Kern.
Nice one,
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
thoughts?
bad.
Kia. Andrew Kavanagh said Kia. Okay, right. I mean, the research, and whether you agree with it or not, the research says that the most trusted brand from the perception of the customer, right, because that's what it's all about, is Apple. Okay.
Is what?
That's
Apple,
my number one on the list there.
Apple computers. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that makes sense.
Question number 2. If trust is
Everyone.
a car, what car are you driving?
Honda.
Toyota.
What I trust.
Dodge.
I trust
Yeah.
Honda Civic.
Yeah, Brenda, Toyota.
Volvo,
Andrew.
Volvo.
Andrew, you nailed it in terms of the research, because the research is saying that Volvo or Mercedes-Benz are regarded as the car with the trust.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
it's
would
a-
have gone with Mercedes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning, and
Next one, very quick. If trust is a color, what color is it?
Blue.
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 Absolutely right. But if you wanted to be really smart, it's light blue, not dark blue. Light blue is the most trusted color. Okay.
There you go, Brenda. You're half trusted.
Yeah. If trust is an animal, what is it?
Dog.
Dog.
Yeah, dog.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And in particular, what sort of dog?
German Shepherd.
German
dog.
Shepherd.
Lamb.
Well, they call it
Labrador.
the one that the research comes up with, definitely a dog, and the number 1 is Labrador.
Ah,
Okay. I I mean, it's not a matter of whether you agree, and it's just an example. If
Numbers.
trust is a destination, where are you going?
Wow. Oh.
Not Washington,
Australia.
D.C.
Not Australia.
In the interest of time, I'll give you the answer. If trust is a destination, you're going home.
Ah,
You're going home, all right?
So there
Well,
are tricky questions.
Yeah, like you, Monica, you're going home, right? The last one. If trust is any person, who is it?
me.
Your mother.
I'm mommy.
Oh, I love that. Me. Good on you, Monica.
My wife.
I'm
Your
mommy.
wife.
Me, I trust myself.
She
Yeah.
must be obeyed.
Yeah, you're right there.
I,
Oh, yes,
I
yes,
trust
dear.
Peter, I trust John D. Allen, I trust Fred, I trust Yvonne, Santa Claus, so many people.
No, that's why we love
Dad,
you.
Kern.
That's why we love you. But the research says mum,
Mom.
the most trusted person. I just thought I'd share those with you. And one last quick definition. I have to read it because I can't remember it. It said, trust is the absolute faith held by an individual that another individual or business will do exactly what they say they're going to do. And Andrew, you come from the United Kingdom, so you would know, you probably heard of this product. It's called Ron Seal. It's a wood stainer, wood staining paint thing, right? And
Never
they
heard
have
of
a
it.
very famous advertising slogan, and it simply says, it does exactly what it says on the tin. And it's been extremely successful. So I just thought I'd share those thoughts with you before you start. Now, over to you guys, okay? Trust, building trust relationships. What are your thoughts? Who'd like to go first? Stick your hands up and we'll take you in order. John, you quick off the mark. Where you go?
Basically, I look at trust when you're building it. 80% of sales come because the prospect likes you. They like you and they trust you. It doesn't matter about your benefits, your features, your program, your service. The prospect has to like you and trust you, or there won't be any sales made. And the biggest thing for that is this is where a lot of people drop the ball. They think it's their program, their process, whatever. People buy because they feel understood, not because they understand you. That's what creates trust.
That's a good point, John. And when you think about it, I mean, trust is not hard, right? Trust is not hard, but it's so difficult to create. And because it's a perception of the other person. So I agree with you. Well said. Yvonne.
Unmuted? Yes, I am. All right. Now, what I would say about trust is that it takes time to build trust. It doesn't happen overnight. And so what was the title again, Peter? I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I stay on.
Building trusted relationships.
Right. We link that with relationships. My apologies here. So it takes time. And of course, the best relationships are built on trust. Now, let's take, for example, in a sales situation. A lot of times someone may express an interest because they saw something we posted somewhere, or maybe they're on our email list. And so it means that they're beginning to like us. Again, it takes time. So the trust comes in when we actually have the conversation with the person, and they have to, it's important that they express to us that they believe we are the person who can help them, because they're building a measure of trust in us through the communication that we have with them, through our consistency, through how responsive we are, and above all, our authenticity. Because people can smell a fake, they can smell pretense miles away. So if we are able to have authentic relationships with people and show that we genuinely care about them, and it's not about us, it's not about our pockets, but it's about the value and interests we have in them, that can help to go a far way in building trust between us and potential customers, and even the customers that we already have.
Good
And
stuff,
that's
Yvonne.
just barely touching on the point, but those are my 5 cents contribution.
I think it's worth $1 worth, but more than 5 cents. That's well done.
Thank you.
I mean, it's really not what you can see or believe, right? As a business person, it's what the prospect sees and believes. It's all about perception. Fred, what about you, my man?
Yeah, I'll just pick up on that word that you just said last there was perception. I suppose when you're dealing with any client, like they've got a perceived view of what's going to happen and what's going to be delivered. And I think that's what builds the trust, because like we can all go out there and sell widgets if we like, but you're not going to sell the second one unless you've actually delivered the first one to the expectation of the client. So we're all there about building ongoing relationships. So it's around the same thing. It's like, you know, I've said it before, but I do a lot of listening when I'm dealing with clients. I try to minimize the talking so that I end up finding out what they believe they're going to get. And then we either say, yeah, I can deliver that, or no, I can't, but I know somebody else that can. And even doing that builds the trust, because they know you're not just out to get every dollar, right? You're there to deliver a service, and you can do that. So that builds trust over time as well by recommending other people. So it's, you know, it's all about relationships. That's what the trust gets back down to. It's not about sales. It's not about dollars. It's all about relationships and building that joining of the minds of people, you know, so that people understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and being open and honest, you know. Like everybody in this room has got those traits. That's why we're all here. That's why we all enjoy being in each other's companies. You know, there's no smoke and mirrors here with anybody. We all deliver what we say we deliver, and we're all open and honest with everybody we deal with. And that's develops a trust. You know, I trust everybody in this room. And I think everybody in this room would do the same for me, because we are open and honest with each other.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fred. You know, it's interesting too, because when you're having a conversation with a potential client, if you ask a question, and you actually alluded to this before, Fred, when you ask a question and you just sit and say nothing, okay, that silence is more than a pause. That silence quite often generates a lot more information than you would have ever got before if you kept talking. And that's a skill that you need to learn. It's something that many people in the sales arena find difficult, because they want to talk more and more and more, and quicker and quicker and quicker. But if you talk less and you shut up and listen, and you deliberately don't answer, you just sit in silence, even for 10 or 15 seconds, you will be amazed how many people will share even more with you. And that is, to me, one of the most powerful trust building things of all. And it's so simple, but people forget to do it. Who's next? Monica, over to you.
Monica.
Hi, I think it's about listening, being there. I think it's about empathy, but most it's about availability, you know. And if you, in my business, in my type of coaching, it's about if you are able to make them feel understood, if you make them feel heard, if they feel comfortable, if they feel like they're in a safe space to open up. So everything is trust, but everything is also availability. So because, of course, for the right people, it goes both ways. I don't believe it's just us that we need the people to help, or the client, let's say, but also it's about them also. It's about us to trust that they're gonna appreciate our work, our services, whatever we provide, we put out there for them, and our time, our efforts, because it's a lot of effort from our side as well. People don't understand. Many people don't understand that, but it's a lot of work and effort and time from. So building trust, it's being available, making sure that the person feels understood and heard and all that. So.
Thank you, Monica. Well said. Well said indeed. Brenda, what about you?
I think that something that you were saying, Peter, made me think of something, because one of the things that for me is a big thing around trust is how hard the person pushes. And we hear lots of training on overcoming objections. I've heard lots of training on overcoming objections, but I'm not certain that overcoming every objection, that having that immediate answer that says, okay, yes, you're right, but think about this. Okay, yes, you're right, but now this. That doesn't make me feel trust. Accepting with grace that maybe now is not the right time, giving people space to make their own decision. And most importantly, being your word. So if I say I'm going to do something, I need to do that thing, and I need to do it in as timely a manner as I can, because if I'm not maintaining, if I'm not sticking to my word, then how could anybody trust that what I'm saying I'll deliver will be what I say it will be, if I can't even keep my word?
Good point. Good point, Brenda. And when you think about it, many people talk about overcoming objections. It's far easier to diffuse them, not to try and overcome them, not to try and compete against them. But that's a topic for another day. Okay. All right. Who else? Pat, what about you? Pat Dreyer.
It's not about you. It's about them. Even Dale Carnegie said it. People love to hear their name. So just smile, use their name, make sure you listen to people. And as far as yourself, develop a relaxed, easygoing personality so that things don't ruffle you, so you have to become a different kind of a person. But be a comfortable person, though, someone that even you might want to be around. Mm-hmm. But assume a positive interaction with people, accept that everybody's different. Don't expect perfection out of anybody, and leave others with an impression of increase. So make people feel good about the interaction with you. And as Bob Proctor says, the secret to earning money and being successful is to just leave everybody better off than you found them. And that's what they mean by the impression of increase. And people do want to know that they're important to you. And if you're smiling, if you're confident, if you're talking about them, the interaction, the trust will come quickly.
Well said, Pat. Thank you very much indeed. Well said. Andrew, what about you?
Well, geez, there's some great people in this room, isn't there? Every answer's been different, and every single comment that's come through has just been sensational. I was just looking at the list, from the questions that you asked earlier on. Who's the most trusted company? Apple. And then the question comes, why? Why do people trust Apple? What is it that Apple do differently than everybody else? And I can only go by my experiences, and I'm a very, very pro Android user. I don't have an iPhone, but I love my Mac, my iPad. And they just do things in a beautiful way. It's just such a pleasure to use it. It's, when you go back to Steve Jobs, why he built Apple, his why was not all about the bytes and the bits and the speed and the, comparing themselves with Windows or anything like that. It was just about having a beautiful experience. And, going back to his days when he was at college, when he did calligraphy classes, he just wanted to use that word that you use so often, Peter, to make it a memorable experience. We go to Volvo. what is it about Volvo? Why is Volvo trusted? Volvo invented the, is it the 3-strap or the 3-connected seat belts, which was a massive differentiator. They were the first ones to introduce something that saved lives. And what did they do? They made it available to the rest of the world. They knew it was too valuable to put a patent on, so they gave it to the rest of the world. You think, geez, the money they must have lost from doing that. But the trust they gained, the double panels on the sides of the car, so you got smashed from the side. You know, your most precious assets, your partner and your children, more likely to survive. That's why Mercedes would be up there as well. You know, people survive Mercedes crashes generally. So it's that, to me, it's, yeah, it is all those things that other people have mentioned right now: the trust, the listening, the two ears, one mouth. What's the old saying that if you can listen to someone's story and relay what they've said better, well, basically, if you can relay what they have just said to you, they believe that you can fix their problem. So that listening is just so important. But the salespeople, yep, we like to talk a lot.
Thank you, Andrew. Well said. Made some very good points there.
Okay.
Jessica, what about you?
To build trust for me is to be your real self when you're dealing with people. I don't like having to read through to see, oh, this person is just being what they think they should be, but this is real. They have lived what they're telling me. I am important as a client. I am important as a business person. Because seeing that realness means to me that you will understand, you will try to reach me at my level, at where I am, and that we can come to a decision or a compromise or whatever it is without having to second guess anything. And all of that comes wrapped up in building relationships, you know, and listening. So I've enjoyed everything everyone has said. I put the pieces together, but it all comes down to just giving you your real self in whatever situation to build that trust, to get things going. That is how I see it.
So being totally authentic.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
No
Patrick.
pretense.
Thank you, Jessica. Patrick Kern, building trusted relationships. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts, you know, building a relationship and trust with people. You have to be yourself. You can't be a phony person. You want to listen to them, have a great communication with them. Listening is the biggest part. And like Pat drives it, keep a smile. As long as you keep that smile and look them in the eyes or on the phone, whatever, just pay attention to what they're saying to you. Then you can, you know, yeah, okay, I done, you know, and then you can carry on from there. Communication and trust to me, they go hand in hand. It took me a long time to trust a lot of people in my life, because I had a lot of people that did me wrong. Big time did me wrong. So I'm building trust with a lot of people. All the people here in this mastermind are just super people, and I trust every one of them. Every friggin' one of them. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, Patrick. Before we wrap up, is there anyone want to add a final thought when it comes to trust?
Just one other thing. I guess one of the people that I missed on that list is, why is Mom trusted? Why do we trust? Well, it's just because they're there for you. They've got your back.
It's Mom.
It's Mom. Mom is always going to be there no matter what you do. I actually gave a little presentation this morning, and it's a BX meeting where you actually, as the speaker, have to give 2 stories. And one of those stories was, and he had to say whether it was true or false, that my mother went to a parent-teachers meeting when I was 11 years of age, and the teacher said I would amount to nothing. Now, I was pretty clear that that was the message she was going to get and was pretty fearful of her coming home. And sure enough, when she came home, she told me that's what had happened. And she said she gave the teacher an earful for allowing that to happen. And she turned around and said, Andrew, the best thing you can do for me is prove me wrong. And here I am, 58 years of age. So what's that, 47 years later, still telling that story, because that was one of the most significant moments in my life. I did not want to let mom down, okay, because she was the most trusted person in my life at that time. Now it's Sally. And I did not, that's it. My relationship, obviously, like we say, is why they're number one is when you've got that relationship with mom, it's kind of like, it's unbreakable. And you feel horrible when you let them down. So they don't have to scold you or anything like that. So what a magnet. Now, if you could have that same relationship with your clients, that they know that you've got their back. They can come to you for everything. It's sensational.
Thanks, Andrew. Anybody else before we wrap up?
Later, guys. Have a good time.
See you, Pat. Just to finish up what Andrew said, it's just don't disappoint them.
Absolutely, Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do exactly what it says on the tin, right? Yeah. Okay, well, look, thank you very much, everybody, for your contribution as always. I look forward to seeing you at whatever time it's going to be next week.
Okay.
The time zones. Hopefully, you can join us. But as always, I appreciate your time, your expertise, and sharing from your heart. So thank you very much. And reach out to each other. Andrew, you put in a request for everyone to reach out to you. I think that's a great idea. Do that as much as you can. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
Bye. Good seeing you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.